Hello everybody. Today in Civics Class 6 Lesson 2, What is Government? I'm going to start Part 2. Here you have to learn about the laws and the government. The government makes laws and everyone who lives in the country has to follow these. The government has the power to make decisions. The government has also the power to enforce its decisions. People have the power to approach the court and claim if any law is not being followed in a proper way. The court can take necessary actions. The first point you say the government makes laws and everyone who lives in the country has to follow this. The government means the ministers. Suppose prime minister is there in our country along with the president along with the cabinet ministers, they decide what they will do for the country. They are making some laws, and whatever law they used to make, at last the citizens of the country or the people who are living in our country, they have to follow this. Secondly, the government has the power to make decisions. The government means those ministers, they have the power to make any decisions. Even not only that, but they have the power to enforce its decisions. That means they can apply those laws for the common people. But how? You see, for example, suppose there is a law that says that all persons driving a motor vehicle must have a license. So without license, the people cannot drive any vehicle. Any person caught driving a vehicle without a license can either be jailed or fined a large sum of money. So without these laws, the government's power to make decisions is not of much use. Now, here you see people have the power to approach the court and claim it if any law is not being followed in a proper way. So, in addition to any actions that government can take, there are also some steps the people, the common people also can take if they feel the particular law which is not being followed, or if a person feels, for example, that they were not hired for a job because of their religion or maybe the caste. He or she may approach to the court and claim that the law is not being followed, and the court can then give the orders about what should be done. So the court can take the necessary action. Here, have you seen court, the word it is coming? I'm showing some pictures. This is the picture of the Supreme Court. Actually, this is the all in all, the overall, that powerful, that court, which it is there in Maine, the capital city of our country. But there are courts in different state wise, even in district wise. So variety like that courts are there, and uh, out of all the law, means those courts, Supreme Court is the highest judicial court. So people can go for the district court first, and from the district to state court. Okay, after that only, if they don't get any decision, the whatever they like, if they are not satisfied with the decisions of those courts, they can go and appeal with that Supreme Court. Two types of government we have to discuss in your civics. So one is democracy, one is monarchy. What is democracy? People of the country is more powerful in this government. So people are more powerful, the common people. That means people give the power to the government. That means who give the power to the government? The people only. So here, main thing you remember, democracy, people are more powerful. People have the power to run even the society and all. People do this through elections, the voting, in which they elect persons by giving vote. So elections, after every 5 years election it happens, and in this election the people, suitable candidates are selected who can become the ministers later on. Once elected, these persons form the government. So elected person only can form the government. So in a democracy, the government has to explain its actions and defend its decision to the people. So anytime the government, if they take any decision or they want to do some action, they have to explain it to the common people. Even they defend its decision to the people, has to defend its decisions. So after all, whatever you have seen in democracy, people are all in all. Indirectly, people have the power. If they are not satisfied with that type of government, whatever they have elected, later on they may not give the votes in the next election. So in our country, people are more powerful. You see some pictures of democracy I'm showing here. Election, it is done. You see this is a ballot box, how people they are giving the vote, and this is the system how the voting it is done. And it is a parliament session where parliament the ministers they used to take the decisions, and after that implement to the common people. Another form of government, that is monarchy. The monarch means king or queen has the power to make decisions and run the government. So here king or queen, they are more powerful than the common people. The monarch may have a small group of people to discuss matters with, but the final decision making power remains with the monarch. They may discuss whatever things with the small group of people, but ultimately queen or king, they will only decide. They have the decision making power. Unlike in a democracy, kings and queens do not have to explain their actions or defend the decisions they take. So whatever they decide, they, whatever law they used to make, they don't explain it to the common people. Just they try to implement by hook and crook, you can say. Anyhow, they want to implement. So here, who is powerful? King or queen. So in monarchy, king or queen only more powerful. So I'm showing some pictures, queen, king and queen together, they're sitting, and pictures of the family, queen's family. Thanks for watching.